Hey everyone, this is Ty, and I am coming to you today from one of the properties we're about to close on. Is for one of my clients who went through our Pathway Home program, and their story is just so inspiring. I want them to share a little with you. They are Elise and Clarence Johnson, and you know, this home has been fully renovated. It's in the perfect location. They want it to remain in the same school district that their children are in. And our team came in, put on brand new deck, brand new appliances, and they're very excited. I'm excited for them. And all of you out there who thought that maybe this homeownership isn't possible, you're about to hear a story to let you know that all things are possible. Stand by.
Hi, I'm Elise Johnson.
And I'm her husband, Clarence.
And we've been with this program, Pathways, for about 2 years, and we finally went through all of the programs, all of the classes and the workshops, and we learned a lot through this. And the journey began 2 years ago, but at that time, we knew that we needed a change and a different outlook in regards to what our finances. So that's why we decided to, stick with the program and make sure that, we did everything we needed to do, complete all of the online classes, any suggestions that they gave us, we kind of like had an open mind. And it took a lot of hard work. At times it was kind of frustrating, but because, we had each other and we had the other participants and the leaders that kind of like guide us through it. We were very blessed and very humbled to be able to close on a home.
When we got into temporary housing, found temporary housing for our family after going through Family Promise program for about a month, I, in the beginning would say like it was more like, the beginning, we set ourselves, we set our lifestyles. But the more we got involved in their programs and the more we got involved with their workshops, we learned a lot from attending their workshops on, how to maintain, not just maintain, to, get into the process of, returning inside a home of your own. So the more we were involved in the programs and in the workshops, the more that we learned, the more that I say that this was an opportunity for us to regain ourselves as not just as a couple, as a married couple, but as a family. So when this opportunity came around for us, we learned not only how to, get involved with your own finances, how to maintain your own finances. It shows you how to get into your new home, get yourself into another home. So what we did was that we followed every directive from not only our case manager, but from all the instructors in the workshops. And we also had a counselor to also guide us how to restore our credit. So when we had the opportunity to restore our credit, my credit score was in the low 500s, but now it's really above 640. And 640 is what you need to qualify for the program to get yourself into a house. So if or anything that you need to do during this opportunity, and I will always say take advantage of any opportunity that will benefit you. Take advantage of the opportunity to fix your credit, because you will have opportunity, you will have a chance to restore your credit, get your credit score raised, and attend the workshops, because you will learn a lot in the workshops. And once you get yourself totally established to where you want to be, then I'm sure that your caseworker and your manager where you're staying at will offer you the opportunity to get yourself into another home. And once you get yourself into another home, you have more of an idea how not just to live in the home, but to maintain it, not just maintain your home, but maintain your finances as well. We learned a lot through Family Promise Program, and we learned a lot when we was in our temporary housing. So if there's anything that you need to find a way to restructure yourself, you need to get involved in this program, because this is probably one of the best programs to get yourselves into, so that you can restore your credit, restore your finances, and restore yourself into a new home. This was a great opportunity for us, and we were blessed to not only be involved, but to accomplish what we wanted to do during our time with Family Promise and through our temporary housing, Lawrenceville Housing. So if anything that you need to do, take advantage of this opportunity, because it's a great opportunity for you to get yourself restored. And you will be glad that once you are established into your new home, you'll feel awfully proud for what the work that you accomplished.
I just want to backtrack in regards to how we got the situation before, being in this program here. At that time we were renting a place. We've been there for a long time, so a new agency had came and they had wanted to get rid of like all the old residents that were there. Unfortunately, at that time, our car broke down. We just had one car at the time. So we thought that if we did like one of those payday advance, that would kind of help us too. But that kind of like had a domino effect, and we were so back with our rent, and they used that opportunity, to say that we had to leave. So because we didn't have any savings, we didn't have no education in regards to how to save money and how to budget, just for emergencies, we were in this situation here. So that also taught us, being in this program here, that it's also good to have like a kind of like a cushion and a savings. Yeah, everything will be going nice now, but it's always good to put money aside. So in the event that you have that situation there, you can have some money to fall back on. And also with those payday loans, we thought that, if we, went ahead and took that, it'll kind of helped us. But as I said before, that was like a domino effect, because then, they were taking money each time that, our paycheck would come in, and that just spiraled into us not really having anything. So that's one thing that we learned in regards to this program, is saving up for them rainy days, because you're going to have them.
And also is that whenever you have things that are holding you back, my thing is that if you get involved in this program, what they'll do is that they will guide you to help you remove all of those things that are holding you down, holding you back. Because the whole fact of the matter is that when I got paid and when I saw my money, I really didn't see it. So it was like not playing with a full deck. So when you don't have your whole resources to guide you through, is that it takes away from what you need. And what happened was that it took away a lot, especially when the time came to get my car repaired, which was beyond repair at that time. So what really brought us back was we had to rent cars. I had to rent cars so that I could get to work. And I found the opportunity to get myself another vehicle so that I could at least still get to and from work. But it was a lot to put it down, and it was, a lot to finance. But at least I had that part. But unfortunately, at that time, we were evicted from our home. So we spent a little more than a month inside of extended hotels, and that, went through our finances, and, with God's grace, at least we had our tax returns at that time. But like I said, it went through our finances, so we didn't have the opportunity to save. So when we heard about Family Promise, they gave us the direction that we needed to go. And when I finally got everything cleared, for the first time in a long time, I had myself, when I got paid, there was nothing, nobody was taking from me. So I would just had myself a nice full deck. That way I can now start to rebuild, starting from my foundation, and start to rebuild, trying to get everything, for ourselves and our family members. But I also want to say that, is when you have family, when you have children too, I know it goes through a lot with them too. But I think that when we was going through that, they were all troopers, and they went through it without any complaints, knowing our situation, and most importantly, understanding our situation. When they understood that, and then when we finally got into temporary housing, it for me, it felt like a relief, not only just for me, but for them as well, because I didn't want them to go through that tougher time without, being really settled into a place. Mm-hmm. And that when we get settled into the temporary place, then we just started to rebuild. And once we got where we wanted to be, where we got our workshops, we got our certificates, we got our guidance, we got counseling, and once we got all that and understood the situations, we did what we had to do to get where we want to be. So it's not impossible. It's not impossible, because what we went through was like we did not know how to restore ourselves to get to where we want to be. So once you get involved into a program like Family Promise, take advantage of every opportunity to get yourself straight, because the program works, and once you restore everything that you lost, and not only you restore everything that you lost, but you'll gain a lot. You'll gain a lot more than you lost.
And also, it's true, a different mindset, like from their teachings. So it's good to not only rely on what we were going through, because we tried our ways and that didn't work. So that's why I was always telling Clarence, okay, let's trust their ways now. So this is in terms of being humble, in terms of not having to have like all the answers and such, and be humble enough to, if you don't know something, you can ask. You don't have to be perfect. And that was hard for us in regards, we thought that, we can do this our way and such. So it was kind of, in the beginning, kind of frustrating, when they would give us like some type of guidance and like, okay, is that really gonna work? But as I said before, you gotta trust in them, trust in the system in regards to how they, their experience in knowing, the right paths, and, in terms of following a different type of thinking. And it's good that we have that different type of mindset. So we kind of like see ourselves from 2 years ago growing, and some of the things that we did not know before that, is amazing how much we know now. And that'll really help us in the future, and not only us, but for the children too, because the children sees all that we went through, going through all our numbers and papers and everything. So they kind of like build a foundation to see that, God forbid, if they are gonna go through anything, they can see, all right, let's do it like how mom and dad did it. So kind of like as an example for them also, which was also good.
Thank you. Well, you heard it here first, guys. And if anyone is interested in just rebuilding their self-esteem, their credit, their finances, and looking for future and home ownership, please give me a call. Thank you for listening.